Merchants. I was just reading on Yahoo News recently where the United States incarcerates a larger portion of its citizens than any other developed country in the world, with around 1.5 million people serving time in prison. And as someone who has had experience working inside of one of the most dangerous prisons in the U.S., the simple answer is the U.S. has a lot of people with mental issues. Um, if you doubt this, all you have to do is watch the nightly news. Even some of the newscasters are lunatics. Um, Not to get into politics, but over the last few years, I've seen large groups of people who actually want to defund the police and close our prisons. Um, they're gender confused. They think that open borders are a good idea. They rob and molest senior citizens and run around stealing packages from people's porches. Then there's a lot of people, young people, who want to be gang members and think going to prison is fun. You find a lot of these people in California. Um, for any of you people who think prison is fun, the food is nothing to write home about. You live in a cell the size of your bathroom with another man, and you'll spend your day having prison guards telling you what to do. And this may come as a shock to some of you young feather merchants who want to be gang members, but of course, if that's what your goal is, you're going to end up in prison. And it's actually normal for inmates to keep their valuables inside their anal cavities. Let me say this again. It is normal for inmates to conceal their valuables inside their anal cavity. They even place objects like plastic deodorant holders inside their anal cavities to enlarge the cavity space to allow more contraband to be kept in there. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think California might be the headquarters for these people. And I'm not certain who the leader is, but the current governor comes to mind, or maybe at least one of them. And I moved to California in 1989 to join the California Department of Corrections, and I worked for the Department of Corrections from 1989 to the end of 2005, and I enjoyed it. In my opinion, this time period may have been the best time to work for the department. Um, this is when the correction officers were receiving large salary increases, and what really attracted me to this, not only that, and of course, before I knew what living in California was like, I thought it'd be interesting place to live. But CDC, their pensions back then, they might even be the same now. They were better than what they give the CIA, the FBI, DEA, and any other federal agency I can think of. Their pensions were better. That is incredible. Anyway, uh, of course, I worked in Pelican Bay State Prison, and during that time, they housed most of the dangerous and disruptive inmates, so convicts in the rest of prisons were able to do their time in relative safety. Um, then I think it was around sometime in 2011, a hunger strike was kicked off by inmates protesting against long-term confinement in the security housing units. Um, Personally, I think they were just fasting. But anyway, uh, people in Sacramento, they had a knee-jerk reaction to this, and they decided they'd send some of their people to Norway to see why their inmates seemed to be happy campers. Uh, to start with, Norway doesn't have a large segment of their population with some sort of mental illness like the U.S. There's a lot of normal people who live there, and and of course they don't have their gang problem. It's just so much different. But that didn't stop these people from actually uh, returning to CDC headquarters in Sacramento and decided that they would copy what the Norway prison system was doing and called it the California model. Then they, I don't know what they were thinking when they did this, but they let all the death row inmates out on the general population yards, along with the inmates that were in Pelican Bay's SHU units, and actually encouraged correctional officers to play games and have cookouts with these people. It's it's sort of like a zookeeper letting all the dangerous and predatory animals loose and expecting all the animals to be one big happy family. It just doesn't work. Um, anyway, I certainly hope somebody with common sense takes over the position of ringleader of CDC and restores law and order back to the California Department of Corrections. Um, anyway, you feather merchants, this is just an update that I observed. Of course, I'm looking at this from over 8,000 miles away from California. So I have to rely on the news and what others are saying that actually work in CDC now. But anyway, I want to thank you, feather merchants, for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video.